Hello, my name is iRaptor. I play on WCS on Arma Reforger. I just wanted to share a little bit of knowledge that I discovered yesterday in regards to the RPG. So, first and foremost, the wind in Arma as of 1.6. On WCS, you can get the wind indicator in the bottom right of your screen. It's the little circle that you can see down the bottom. I will probably highlight it. Now, the way that the wind is indicated is you are the circle. The wind strength is depicted on the tail of the of the line, essentially. So in this instance, me facing this way, the wind is off my right-hand side at around 7.5 meters a second. This is where it's going to get confusing, but I will explain all a little bit later. In Arma Reforger, you can go up to a max of 15 meters a second, so that would be 3 long lines on the wind indicator scale. And then you can also use visual cues such as smokestacks, rain, and grass. Now, pulling out the RPG, we have our scope. So, I am using the 7VM round, so I'm using the left scale. So for the PG7V, 7VM, 7VS, and the Type 69, it's the left-hand scale. For the 7VL, it's the right-hand scale, and then the lines under the grid section, which I'll highlight, is for the 7VR and TBG7V. Just heavier warheads, so it has a lot more drop. On the grid, we then have our 1 to 5 on the right and 1 to 5 on the left. This is for lead indication and also wind adjustment. So, the one is actually 10 mil. It's just a unit of measurement. I don't really understand it, but besides the point. So, for wind adjustment, every 10 miles an hour of wind is 10 mil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. on the scale. So we now kind of need to work out how to adjust the readings. So on my scale at the moment, we have 7.5 meters a second. 5 meters a second is around about 11 miles an hour. So we can kind of guess it's about 15 miles an hour in total. So that's relatively straightforward. Now we are going to be aiming for this little tree over here. I'm going to actually hit this bush. It's 291 meters away. So using the scale on the left-hand side, I'm just going to aim just below the 300 line there. Now the wind is 15 meters a second from the right. We said that's about 16 miles an hour. Now, the way the RPG works is when the fins deploy, the rocket motor's not engaging. It will then drift face into the wind, and then when the rocket motor fires, it almost corrects itself out to go in towards where the wind's coming from. So it works in the opposite way to how you think. So, 295 meters. Wind is 15 meters a second from the right. Sorry, 7.5 meters a second from the right. So 15 miles an hour. We adjust so that we're between the 1 and the 2. And then firing, we see it drifts off to the right. And we hit our target roughly. So again, the way that it is working is essentially the rocket is pointing itself into wind, and then when the rocket motor fires, it will then travel into the wind in the opposite direction. You can use the wind indicator in the bottom right. That shows in meters a second, but you need to convert it into miles per hour. 5 meters a second is around 11 miles an hour, which will be 1 on the scale, roughly. It's a little bit over, but you'll be roughly right. You can then use that to calculate the way you need to aim on the grid and fire from there. I hope this has been informative for you all. I've definitely learned something yesterday, and happy hunting out there.